Oh, I have a question for you. How ought we regard our possessions? That's probably a bit hefty for a midweek reflection, but there is a backstory. Last week, I was away for 2 nights and travelled home on Friday afternoon by train. My wife got on at Reading, and when we arrived in Salisbury, we walked home together. As it was a Friday, we even stopped at the pub for a quick drink. When we got home, I went to unpack my bag and discovered that it wasn't my bag. It was a bag in nearly all respects identical to mine, but it wasn't mine. I'd picked up the wrong one. I returned it to the station immediately and registered the details of my loss online. And then I began to feel angry about what had happened. The bag contained my Wellington boots and my slippers and my alarm clock. It contained my electric razor and my journal. It contained a rather nice pair of socks. All of these had disappeared, and I was angry, really angry. The irony is that the place from which I was travelling back was a monastery where I'd been on retreat. Now, contrary to popular belief, Benedictine monks do not take a vow of poverty, but they do not lead lives of conspicuous consumption and acquisition either. One of the joys of spending time with them is the uncluttered feel of the days. Now, I'd lost the possessions I'd taken there with me. But I didn't feel serene and detached, as though I no longer had any need of them. After 3 days on retreat, you might have expected me to exclaim, "Oh, these trifles mean nothing to me. I am focused on the life of the soul." But I didn't. I felt angry. In fairness to me, monks choose a life of simplicity. I had not chosen to lose my bag. And what I had lost was the type of personal effect, the lack of which simply makes life more complicated. So I was angry. But angry at what? Angry, I think, at what I took to be the unfairness of the situation. Yes, I'd made a mistake, but the price of my mistake was, well, having to go and buy new toiletries last thing at night and needing to spend ages online registering the loss and then realising that I'd completely lost 12 months worth of journal entries. Outrageous. But I know that my situation wasn't unfair. Not really. I'd been able to go away for 2 nights. Many can't. I had other clothes at home. Many don't. I could afford to replace what I'd lost. Many couldn't. But still, I was angry. What I learned was how very attached I am to the things that I own. How very attached. Yesterday, I got a call from the lost luggage office at Paddington Station, and I've now been reunited with the bag and all its contents. I can dig the garden this weekend, and looked down at the reassuring sight of my own slippers on my own feet. I thanked the lost luggage staff profusely for their courtesy and their efficiency. But I am really troubled by how the loss, temporary though it turned out to be, threw me. Absolutely. I don't think it's the job of a retreat to leave anyone exclaiming, "These trifles mean nothing to me." That's irresponsible. Even St. Benedict insists that each monk should be given what is necessary by the abbot: a cowl, a tunic, stockings, shoes, a belt, a knife, a pen, a needle, writing tablets. I suppose, in modern day terms, that's pretty well what I had in my bag. We have a duty to take care of what we've been given, but we also have a duty to value it appropriately. And my sense of value was clearly way out of kilter, exaggerated. And I have to admit, my sense of my own convenience came a very close second. Do not worry, says Jesus. Do not worry. Do not worry, saying, "Oh, what will we eat? What will we drink? Or what will we wear?" Your heavenly Father knows that you need all these things. How ought we regard our possessions? I leave you with my story of a suitcase, and I hope something to ponder this week.